Welcome to the Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast, Episode 72, CISSP Exam Questions, Domain 5, Identity and Access Management. Welcome to the Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast, where we provide you the training and tools you need to pass the CISSP exam while enhancing your cybersecurity career. Hi, my name is Sean Gerber, and I'm your host for this action-packed, informative podcast. Join me each week as I provide the information you need to grow your cybersecurity knowledge so that you're better prepared to pass the CISSP exam. All right, let's get going. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well this beautiful day. This is a wonderful day in February here in the great state of Kansas in the United States. It is an awesome, awesome day. We're finally starting to get the weather starting to warm up, so it's going to be beautiful, and it's great. My kids are off for the wonderful weekend, and as they are off, then the fun things begin. I love my children, but after having 5 of them right now at home, it's about ready to kill me. I'm struggling. And so, and if any of you have ever children at all, or if you have children at some point in time in your life, my recommendation is to stick with boys. Yeah, just stick with boys. Girls, I love my daughters, but by the way, they just, when they're teenagers, not so much. They're unique. There is no doubt about it. So hope everybody's doing well and had a great this past week and have had a good Monday. You can check out the last CISSP podcast. We'll put that out on Monday, so you should be able to get that into your queue. But other than that, things are going well here in Kansas, so I can't complain at all. Actually, I was in a interesting conversation with a company that I can't talk about, but they are dealing with an insider threat problem. And it's kind of an interesting aspect that when you start getting into CISSP and you study those topics, you will get your cybersecurity background. You get more exposure to a lot of different areas that will help your company and help your career. And in this episode, I kind of will talk about the questions real quick, but there was actually an interesting aspect on the insider threat and what are some of the key things you're doing to watch for an insider. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically, in the past, it used to be who was a person that had been co-opted into stealing information. And in a previous life, when I was in the red team, we would basically act like an insider in some respects, or we would potentially try to co-opt an insider into giving us information. Now, like I say, in the past, it was the individual who was doing espionage for a company, for a country, and now it's changed to the fact that they still have that aspect where someone could be an insider or could be doing these malicious activities to steal data, but it also now has become their account, and more than the individual, it's what does their account have access to. And it's stuff that we've talked about in my CISSP training program from an insider's threat perspective, that you would end up you could compromise an account and then find out what they can connect to. And then as a hacker, you would steal their credentials. Then you would log into what they can get. And then you would steal all their data and bring it back home. And that was the ultimate goal. And it wasn't so much that the person you turned to the individual, because it took a lot of work. If you look at some of the spies that had been against the United States, or it doesn't matter whatever country you go against, it takes a lot of work to turn those individuals to co-opt against their actual country. Well, now you don't even have to do that. All you have to do is steal their credentials, and you automatically get a spy within an organization. So it's pretty cool. I highly recommend that you check out my CISSP training videos around insider threat. There's some good things in there, and then how to build an insider threat program for your company. It's important to build one of those out, even if you start small, just because you're going to have that problem no matter what. I had the story where I was talking to our HR folks at one point when I first started with my company that I'm with now, and said, you do have an insider threat problem. And the gal goes to me, she says, no, we don't have an insider threat problem. I said, why is that? And she said, well, because our culture won't allow it. And I just started to laugh, and I'm like, sweetheart, it doesn't matter. That you can have the best culture in the world, but anybody at any point in time can be turned. It's just a matter of finding out whether or not what motivates them. Because a good divorce, kids going to college, all of those aspects can turn people into individuals who will steal data for money. So something there, a little piece of tidbit, a little piece of information around the insider threat. So let's roll into Domain 5, Identity and Access Management questions. Now, Question 99. So again, you can see these questions on SeanGerber.com. You can get access to them as well, and they'll be out there for you to download. Question 99. What is the ideal humidity range for a computer? A, 20 to 40%. B, 40 to 60%. C, 60 to 75%. And D, 80 to 95%. Like 80 to 95, that's like it's raining. So, okay, so as you're looking through that, what would you think it would be? So if you don't know, understand that if you got too less of moisture in the air, what happens? You get static electricity. If you get too much, what do? You get rain. So you want to think about that. Static electricity and rain are both bad for computer rooms. Just telling you. So what is the ideal humidity range for a computer room? A is 20 to 40%. B is 40 to 60%. C is 60 to 75%. And D is 80 to 95%. All right, the ideal amount is B, 40 to 60%. All right, you can get these questions off of SeanGerber.com. You can also go to Brainscape, and I have the link in the show notes to go get those questions. All right, question 2. A Type B fire extinguisher, I was getting confused there for a minute. A Type B fire extinguisher may use all except which of the following suppression mediums? A, water. B, CO2. C, halon or an acceptable halon substitute. Or D, soda acid. Okay, so Type B fire extinguisher. A, water. B, CO2. C, halon or acceptable halon substitute. Or D, soda acid. And the answer is A, water. Water is never a suppression medium in Type B. Okay, so remember I focus on this is a Type B fire extinguisher may use all except, underline except. So when you go through and you read these questions, make sure you do that. When you're reading the question, now granted it's on a computer, so you can't really write on the computer, but put that down on a note because they'll give you a piece of paper to write notes on. A recommendation would be to write except or do something to help key your memory on it is not, it's a not, right? In that case of an except. Okay, so that is, answer is A, water. Next question, which of the following is not an advantage of using security guards? Okay, so which is not an advantage? Again, negative. A, security guards are usually unaware of the scope of the operations within the facility. So they're unaware. Cool. Not all environments and facilities support security guards. That is true. Not all security guards are themselves reliable. That is true as well. D, pre-screening, bonding, and training does not guarantee effective and reliable security guards. That is very, very true as well. So you got 3 trues and 1 false. Which of the following is not a disadvantage? So that's a double negative. Not a disadvantage of using security guards. Security guards are usually unaware of the scope of operation within a facility. B, not all environments and facilities support security guards. C, not all security guards are themselves reliable. D, pre-screening, bonding, and training does not guarantee effective and reliable security guards. Answer is A. Yep, security guards are usually unaware of the scope of the operations within the facility. They're usually pretty tight. They have a pretty good handle on that. All right, those are all the questions for Domain 5, Identity and Access Management. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. Check me out again at SeanGerber.com. You can get me again, Sean, S-H-O-N. Yes, I love my parents. I don't know why they named me that. Gerber, like the baby food, toilet, or knife. And you can check me out at SeanGerber.com, and I have got some great stuff for you there. So head on over there and get some good free stuff. All right, have a great day. We'll catch you on the flip side. See ya. Thanks so much for joining me today on my podcast. Head over to SeanGerber.com and look at all the free content that I have available for you. There is a CISSP mini course, free CISSP exam questions, podcast, and so much more. It's all available to my email subscribers, so sign up. If you want my personalized CISSP training, purchase my training courses, and I'll be there to help you with your CISSP needs so you can pass the test the first time. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.